Okay, so this is New York Times Sudoku card for November 23rd, 2024. This is my walkthrough, and you can play the Sudoku from the link in the description. Okay, let's get it going. First thing first, let me play some singles. I can play 6 in box 7 because column 1 and 2 already has 6, so these cannot be 6. And the row 8 has 6, so this cannot be 6, which means this is 6. And I can place 1 in box 9 because column 7 and 9 already has 1, so this cannot be 1. And the row 8 has 1 right here, so this cannot be 1, gives me 1 here. And let's see. And importantly, this is actually a naked single, meaning it's blocked by 8 numbers. It's blocked by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. So only 7 is not blocking this cell. So this is 7, which gives me 7 in box 4. Because of this 7 and the 7 here block these. This 7 blocks here. That gives me 7 here. Now with this 7 placed, I believe this is necessary. Maybe there's a easier way to go about it. But this 7 makes a triple in box 2. A triple of 1, 2, 7, because row 3 now has 1, 2, 7, and column 6 has 1, 2, 7. So that means these cells cannot be used for 1, 2, and 7, leaving only these 3 cells for 1 to 7. So these 3 cells are 1 to 7 triple. To clean this up a little bit, here's 7, so this can only be 1 or 2. Here's 2, so this cell can only be 1 or 7. And with these 3 cells filled with 1 to 7, don't know the order, but I cannot put any other numbers here. With that, and 8 here, which blocks this cell, and this 8 blocks here, so 8 in box 2 will be here or here, which will block these cells in box 8, and this 8 blocks here. This 8 in box 7 blocks this cell, gives me 8 here. And there's also a double on row 2. It's a double of 1, 2, because these 2 cells are blocked by 1, 2 here. So these cannot be 1 or 2. And column 6 has 1, 2. So this cannot use 1 or 2. So this has been established that can only be 1 or 2. But this cell is also 1 or 2. That gives me 4, 6, 9. And this cell is blocked by 4 in box 2. And this cell is blocked by 4 on column 8. That gives me 4 here. Okay, that means these are 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so in box 8, 6 on row 8 blocks this cell, 6 on row 9 blocks these, so 6 will be here or here, but this 6 on row 3 blocks these, and because of 1 to 7 triple here, 6 will have to be here or here. So that means this cell cannot be 6. Again, another way to look at it is 6 in box 9 blocks these two. 6 in box 6 blocks these two. So on row 7, this is the only cell that's not blocked by 6. Okay, that means 7 on column 6 blocks these. Put 7 in here or here. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, that's okay. So that means these cannot be 7. Now makes this cell 1. And then because 7 is here, this becomes 2, and the 7 comes in here. That gives me 1 here. And that gives me now 1 and 5 for these two cells. Right. And here's 1. So this is 5, and this is 1. And this one blocks here. 1 on row 5 blocks this cell. 1 on column 2 blocks this cell. Gives me 1 here, which blocks this cell. And this one blocks these. Here's 1. Here's another 1. So these cannot be 1. Gives me 1 here. Okay, let's move on. Now looking at this row, it's missing 3, 4, 5, 9. So this cell is blocked by 3, 5, 9. Makes this cell actually make it single. Only 4 can be placed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, yes. And now that means so this 6 blocks these cells. So 6 will be here or here in box 3. That means I can there's a 4, 6 double in box 6. Sorry. So because 6 will be here or here, and 4 is here, I cannot place 4 and 6 in here. And column 9 has 4 and 6, so these cannot be 4 or 6. And row 4 has 4 and 6, so this cannot be 4 or 6, leaving only these two cells for 4 and 6. That means among these 4 cells, well, including these, there's only one cell that where I can place 8. This cell cannot be 8 because of this 8. These are 4, 6 double, so cannot be 8. Here's 8. Here's another 8. So these cannot be 8, which makes this cell 8. And among these 3 cells, well, there's only one cell I can place 2. This 2 blocks this cell. This is 4, 6 double. This 2 blocks this cell. That gives me 2 here, and it gives me 5, 9 double. Right. Now this column is missing 2 and 9, and the 2 I just placed blocks this cell, gives me 9, and gives me 2. And now these 4, 9 double, and 9 is here, makes this cell 4, and makes this cell 9. Okay, let's move on. Right, and now there's only one cell among these where I can place 9. This 9 blocks this cell, this 9 blocks this cell, and this 9 blocks also blocks this cell. Puts 9 in here or here, meaning this cannot be 9. And 9 here blocks this cell, so this is the only cell that's not covered by 9. Gives me 9 here and gives me 6 here. And now 6 here blocks these, gives me 6 here. Which gives me 5, 8 double, meaning these cannot be 8. Here's 8, which blocks this cell. And here's 8, which blocks this cell, gives me 8 here. And these two cells are left with 3 and 5. This cell is blocked by this 5. So it's 3 here and 5 here. Gives me 9 and 5. Which blocks this cell. 5 here blocks this cell. Gives me 5 here. These are 2 and 3. And 2 here makes this cell 3, gives me 2. The last number here is 9. And 4, 6 will fill these two cells, leaves me with 2 for this cell. Okay. And these two cells will be 3 and 5. So 5 here makes this cell 3 and gives me 5 here, which blocks these. 5 here blocks this cell, gives me 5 here, which blocks these, giving me 5 here. That makes this cell 8, and this is 5. That makes this cell 8, and this is 9. This row is missing 4, 6, 9, and here's 6 and 9, so this is 4, gives me 6, 4, and this is 9, 6. The last number of this column is 3, which gives me 3 here and 7 here. 7, 7, 4, 2, and 4. Okay, here it is. Thank you very much for watching and have a good one.